What's up, guys? Welcome back to Lion Mark TV Market with another exciting, delighting, and much interesting video here on the channel. So this one is actually coming from Peter Obi. Yes, for some days now I posted a picture on the community field where I said he was going to be in Akwa Ibom state. Some people say that particular stadium they are going to use today is actually too small compared to the crowd that people are expecting that will be at the stadium today, because Peter Psquare, the two Psquare brothers, will be there in Akwa Ibom today. So he first of all started with a press briefing yesterday at there in Akwa Ibom, and this is the highlight from the press briefing. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, drop a comment in the comment section.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Insulator. The Africa. Insulator. Solidarity forever.
Chairman and leadership of AkwaIbom, let me thank all of you and a protocol. I know I came with some SPs and everybody here. Maybe we'll introduce them at the end of this part. Let me first most sincerely apologize to you for being here for too long. When I came as the chairman, what you're waiting is unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. There was a mix-up. A mix-up that had a different dialogue. My people in Akwa Ibom have a different dialogue. So until I arrived here, you're not featured in my own dialogue. When I arrived here and they said, I said I was in trouble. I will make sure I will do whatever I can do to be here. The option was cancel it and say God forbid. Not with journalists. Cancel it and say no, I'm not going to cancel it. I will not go there. But you know, when you're involved with other things you're not in control of, it just goes on and on and on. How to even break, to come here now. How to even tell where I was supposed to be there, I was supposed to be somewhere with my wife. And I said, well, I'm going to see your people, you will understand. They would understand. So, I sincerely apologize. I'm very, very sorry. I assure you, as one of you, it will never happen again. Amen. So thank you for inviting me and having me. I don't know where we start or what you want to do with me. And I don't want to. So tell me, what do you want from me? Because I can't start talking to you. I rather say, if you have one or two things you want me to comment on, Chairman, if you have one or two questions they want me to comment on, let me comment on it, and then we'll call it a day. So, where do we start?
call is starting already now.
Your Excellency, welcome to your home. My name is Harris Emmanuel. I write for Vanguard newspaper. They say that you don't have structures. That this election, that 2023, is going to be won and lost on structure. How are you going to fare in this kind of inclement, supposedly inclement weather?
Next person.
Your Excellency, good evening.
Yeah.
Today is a very special day in this your campaign tour. Reason is that your DG is convicted in Abuja today. Are you demoralized in this campaign?
Let's let him invented for.
Your Excellency, to acknowledge this, my name is Tiwa Hussein. Your Excellency, you are vying for the position of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In 2015, you were the only mate to in 2019, rather, you were the only mate to Excellency Atiku Abubakar, who is also vying for the presidency of Nigeria in 2023. What inform you are breaking away to contest the presidency?
The last one in that first set.
My name is Ejike Simon. I work with the Mail newspaper. Ejike Simon. I work with the Mail newspaper. Nigeria is on the verge of joining the Energy Charter Treaty, which seeks to protect investment in the energy sector. And of course, this is towards energy transition for cleaner energy. What's your position on that? In case it comes to fall within your administration, will Nigeria join that charter? Then the second one, many persons are calling for the right of the LGBT, that's lesbian, gays, and bisexuals, and of course transgenders. What's your position on that? The world we want to do.
Okay. First is that both of them have answered the same question. I'm giving the same answer. We'll follow the protocol. For me, when people talk about the issue of gender and everything, what I tell them, I have something that is the least of our problem. I'm talking about how to put people out of poverty. I'm not going to bother myself how they want to live their life. Our home has 3 million people living in poverty. That's my care. That's where I want to bother myself. That's where I want to spend my energy. When we put people out of poverty, then we can get into all those. For this issue of climate change, energy and everything, we follow the protocol. And where we think we need to make amends in order to be able to continue as a nation without problem, we will do so. But we follow the protocol. And we will do it, that is the way it is. Because it's already a written protocol. Everything we think and promise I'll do is in our manifesto. And if I win an election, I will follow it religiously. I've sat in a place where people can testify and say, when I won an election, I kept to what I promised in my campaign. And that is what for me. For me today, the priority is how to secure and unite Nigeria. How to deal with the issue of law and order in order to be able to build intangible assets that will attract investment, and how to move the country from consumption to production and put people out of poverty. Every item will follow the protocol. And I think it is going to be a problem. And then I come to the next question, which is the issue of no, my digit. I'm actually like you, hearing it. I'm still studying what is coming out of the court and everything. I believe in the rule of law. It's not going to demoralize me. Today, actually, when I arrived at Akwa Ibom, somebody asked me the question. He said, where is the Chinese man who works with God? Where is he? He told me today, he said to me, somebody wanted me to ask whether you no longer use your aircraft because he's been grounded and everything. And I said to him, nothing demoralizes me. I never in my life get where they dropped me. Otherwise, I would have been where they dropped me before. I don't. This election, if they like, let them do anything about people who are around me. Forget them. So, that's it for what was the next question? Somebody asked about ever structure. You are the structure. The structure they have today is the structure we want to dismantle. It is the structure of criminality. The structure that produced more than 10 million people living in poverty. The structure that produced 20 million out of the children. The structure that made Nigeria surpassing their infant mortality. A structure that destroyed us. And we want to destroy that structure. And you are the next structure. We want to build a better place for your children. We want to build a better place for all of us. The guy that brought me here, I asked him, who will you vote? I wanted to be honest. And when he finished telling me, I said to him, you're an Akwa Ibom. Can you show me one thing federal government has done for the people of Akwa Ibom? That is the structure you're talking about. Structure that will destroy the country. Turn everybody into poverty. So we want to build a better structure. You are the structure. Was saying, I said, leadership in Nigeria is the problem, but the worst problem is the people who have refused to say no in face of bad leadership, who is celebrating criminality of the country. That's what we want to stop. So you are the structure. I do not need any other structure. If you believe in it, we'll change the country. If we don't believe in it, one day, all of you are actually again that your skin is looking good and everything. When they start, they will not spend your people. Today you can't move around, you're scared. Everybody's scared to move around in Nigeria. Is that a structure you want to maintain? No. That's what four questions. Oh, I didn't break away from my team. No. Never, I've said it before. If you don't, I'm your in-law. Thank you. And I'm an Igbo man. I'm contestant in Nigeria, but don't forget that I have a background. I've been an Igbo man. In Igbo land, if you're running a business, you stay with your boss. When you finish, you settle on. I'm looking for the same customer. Customer will then decide who is the best. Maybe they will come to you. But the time of this new boy that is now have a new product that will sell and is going to be better than his orgasm.
Your Excellency, I have heard your colleague say that if he wins an election that is going to sell NNPC, that is the heartbeat of Nigeria. Which colleague?
What kind of?
What is your position on that issue? Considering that NPC is the heartbeat of Nigeria. Nigeria is oil trade, and NPC controls the operation of all the oil companies in Nigeria. Therefore, selling of NPC, how was it profitable to the Nigerians and Nigeria? That is number one. Number two, in 1983, the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria approved the establishment of what we call the Bakadip Seaport here in Akwa Ibom. Federal government sent. Federal government sent in a team of experts to come and look around the place. They went back and reported that that place was suitable for this location of a deep sea port. And late Senator Victor was pursuing that project until they were hosted out of power. Now, sir, if you become the president of the Federal Republic of my name.
Whatever I said about
journalist.
So that you ask me tomorrow at the end of it. I'll tell you I said it. And I'll say it tomorrow when I come back.
Your Excellency, once again you are welcome to Akwa Ibom. I want to find out, like you said here, we should look around. There is no federal presence in Akwa Ibom. When you become the president, and we know that you are in this place, what will you do differently to change Akwa Ibom in the way you feel it should be? That is one. Two, some time ago, your governor, Professor Soludo, said you cannot be the president of Nigeria. How do you feel about such comments coming from your governor? Thank you.
Your Excellency, good evening once again. My name is Informe. My question is this. Almost like...
I don't think I have 4 questions.
Okay. It's almost like what my mother asked.
You're calling the man.
You realize that AkwaIbom State produces a chunk of what is sustaining Nigeria in terms of revenue from the oil. But you look around, we have little or nothing to show for that contribution. Now, if elected the president of the federal government of Nigeria, what specific plans do you have for AkwaIbom State?
Is it not the same question that guy asked?
Now, we have had about 4 questions. Let me start with you. The first question is this. The first question was what? Better. And he asked about anything. And he followed up with that. And he followed up about comment about my government. My government is my brother. And I wish him well because he's my government. I want him to do very well. If I care about people's comments, I won't. Yes. Just thank you. People are right with their comments. You know, and it's a freedom of speech. I'm going to preach. And it was in a shrine. And not everybody here will like me. There's some people who don't want to see me here. If everybody here likes me, there's a problem. Yeah. There's people who don't. This is my what is it? That's life. So what people say, wherever we find ourselves in life, it's only by one thing. And His grace. You cannot talk about His grace because He gives it. Who knows who will wake up tomorrow? So it's His grace. So what people say is His grace. I'm here because it's His grace. And so many of my colleagues were all here. So that's right. And I go back to what you said about the AIPC. And it's the livelihood of Nigeria. That's why we have a problem. Because we are dependent on what we should not be dependent on. Oil. Oil is a diminishing asset. That's not giving anybody anything. Besides, oil is not actually the habit of Nigeria. Oil contributes less than 10% of our GDP. But it contributes about 50% of federal government revenue and about 80% of our foreign exchange revenue, which should not be, because we're not a productive country. If we are productive, we can earn more money. Even AkwaIbom can earn more money from other things, but not from oil. So we can earn more money from other areas than oil. But because we don't believe in consumption, and you're talking about it because we believe in this formula of sharing. We don't believe in production. That's why I keep saying the reason why you've thrown more than 3 million people into poverty is that you're not a producing country. How much did you earn from oil last year? Can any of you tell me what we earned from oil last year? Okay. Let me show you the total export of Nigeria last year, including oil, was 18.9 trillion. Google it, you can go to your statistics. That is, you divide it by, if you decide to divide it by 410 naira to the dollar, it will give you about 47 billion. And if you divide it by 350, it will give you less than 30 billion naira, $30 billion. That is what a country of 215 million people, living on 923,000 square kilometers of land, exported from oil. That is a disaster. A tiny country like Israel, who lives on 22.1 thousand square kilometers of land. So if we decide to give them 23,000 square kilometers, we have 900 left. And there are 9.something million. Let's say we give them 10 million people, we have 200 million people left. Their export last year was $59.8 billion. So they did twice what this huge country did. Because we are waiting to share money from oil. They can't continue. That's what I have. No country of our size, not one country of our size, who know what they're doing, who are developing, did that. If you use Vietnam, I use every day. Vietnam is 100 million people, 50% of our population. Living on 331,000 square kilometers, a third of our land. Their export is about $350 billion. That's why we are the country. I'm not going to talk about NPC. I'm going to talk about how we can become producing. We have vast uncultivated land in the north, and people are looking for it. If I become president, within a few years, I will devote the money from oil in trying to ensure that we clean up and be able to develop Nigeria with what we suffer. Because instead of using their money, that money would have been used to make Nigeria Delta today. And then other resources of other places will be used to develop them. That's why I'm a champion of physical. So people can become productive. Nigeria is not a productive country. So, even if I'm not going to say this, it's the least of my problem. My problem is to create a future. Yes. And allow the country to work. So selling it, it's not even today you can't even sell it. It's not even producing anything today. It's not making profit. It's not doing well today. It's not contributing anything today. The money will be used to build it. On those deep sea port, you're seeing it as that is federal government. I'm talking about how do you compete in the world today? You compete by export. You compete by producing something that you export. So we're not doing AkwaIbom in favor by developing the seaport. But AkwaIbom is offering us the space to develop an export channel. There's a lot of manufacturing facility that is around about Omaya, everywhere that is looking for escape routes. AkwaIbom can become a processing center. So coming to do the seaport is not what I want. I want to change this as a processing center for export. You have a problem today with your dollar. The reason why your currency is collapsing is a function of your reserve. You have no reserve. Reserve is a function of your export. You're not exporting anything. So you have a problem. If you're exporting something that your money Your money, you won't have a dollar problem. Vietnam doesn't have problem. Indonesia doesn't have dollar problem. Because that's what Malaysia doesn't have dollar problem. Malaysia is less than 50 million people. Their export is over 290 billion. Within 13 billion. And everybody is going to share money from all you. I will remove sharing formula and replace it with dollar formula. So what can I do for Akwa Ibom? Specifically. I just said it now. And you can imagine, if you live the way I live, you imagine that the main president is your father. So, you can imagine what would happen in my house.
Imagine it.
You can only imagine. That's all. I won't say more than that. So, for me, I'm home here. After I asked, what did they do for me? He asked me about the port. I asked him, am I going there tomorrow? When they told me whether I will go or not go, I asked Captain what I told him. I said, Captain, I'm going to make sure I have my copter tomorrow. I must go there. Because I want to. I'm not one of those who are going to tell you who will. It is what we need to do, or it will consume all of us. Which is where we are now. You can't have 103 million people living in poverty and have to it. The more you put people out of poverty, the more you reduce criminality. Nobody, everybody is a criminal when you don't know where it is. So you need to deal with it. That's all. So that Chairman will not. Chairman, I'm trying to make sure that the people reduce their bitterness about this.
Last one, Your Excellency, you just the two of them, the director, so just that, please.
Good evening, Your Excellency. My name is Tiwa. I work for the State Broadcasting Corporation. So I want to start by complimenting you. I hope my colleagues forgive me. Because some years ago, I came with gospel party to Anambra State. And you defeated us. In fact, you served us personally. Wow. And since then, I have been carrying on Facebook that I think, not just because of that, but because of other things. Because since I started following them now, and I said this would have been very good president to preside over this country. I pray that that will go. No, I have more to say. So, my issue, what I'd like you to address is about corruption in the country, insecurity, and the problem of education. Because I think that most of the problem in Nigeria comes from when you start gestating your children from when they are children. Our educational structure does not really seem to meet up with our needs in the country. Our educational structure doesn't prepare us for what our country needs. That's why we graduate and we come back. Somebody will read something and you are busy doing another thing entirely. You know, we don't cherish our local dialect. We don't practice. Yes, it's a question. Yes. So, I want to know whether you have thought about these things and what education, corruption, and insecurity. Thank you.
The third question
charity police and so on, all of that, it is a our southeast is on fire. The insecurity there is unprecedented. Your Excellency, are you worried that this insecurity or affected likely people were talking about for both? And I believe so. Southeast is your best bet starting from this election. Are you worried about what is going on? Thank you.
Good evening, sir. My name is Abasifreke, right from the Genius Paper. I have read your blueprint, It's Possible, and I have taken note of some of the things you have said under the 7-point agenda, and one of my concerns is on the fight against corruption. So, some time ago, in one of the global investigations that journalists across the world did, your name was mentioned in the very scandalous Panama Paper report. And you are saying that you pursue anti-corruption aggressively. So how do you intend to do that vis-a-vis the public record that you have? That's number one. Number two, you have talked about the things that you will do for AkwaIbom. My concern is on the issue of power generation. In your manifesto, you've talked about generation and transmission. But AkwaIbom is peculiar. We have a power generation station. We generate enough megawatts of electricity that would have fed the states. But the problem is, when we transmit it to the national grid, what we get back, we do not have the infrastructure. Sorry? Yeah, so there are no infrastructure. So states are now considering independent, willing buying and consumption policy. But your own manifesto was silent on that issue of consumption. So what's your plan in that area? Thank you.
Okay, I think we have had 4. If we're going to have honest, let me deal with this in the power issue, I was very clear on the power issue. If you read what I said on the power, I said I will do whatever is possible. Let me tell you first about manifesto. Manifesto is a working document. It's a document that I have to work towards achieving. It's not something that I achieve. It's a document that is consistently being reviewed, that is consistently reviewed, consistently changing, it's not a document that is just closed. That's what manifesto is all about. But I have to show something. I sat through all that manifesto. That's why I said that the first thing I will do is that today, our genetic capacity is about 12,000. Our transmission is about 6. And our distribution is about 6. That our first put infrastructure to make sure that whatever is generated is distributed. In your own, in what you're saying, don't worry about that. In what I'm saying, in your own question, we will do everything possible to solve the issue of power. Power is one of the things that are taking me everywhere, all over the world. We will do a combination of a lot of things. We're going to support the existing facilities, ramp up whatever they're doing, increase and decentralize the transmission in line with the distribution to ensure that what is being generated is being distributed. Additionally, we will support embedded power, which is wind. We will support every other method. They generate almost 50,000 megawatts. And the president in the past 3 months declared emergency power and authorized that anybody can generate up to 100 megawatts without license. They are 60 million. They are generating 50,000. And they declared emergency. We are 200 million, over 200 million. We generate only 5,000. What do you think I would declare war? I was mentioned in Pandora, not Panama. I was mentioned in Pandora. Go and read my statement on it. It's published everywhere. What they said is that I have a trust. Trust is a viable means, a legitimate means of savings all over the world. And I said it. I became governor of Anambra State, and I wanted to be on tape while living in the UK. As at that time I was living in the UK, I already have documents. I've been invited even by the investigator. I have already a document that proves that I have as the highest credit rating, and that my bank in the UK gives me overdraft of over $7 million, and I have a proof of net worth of over $50 million. And when I won't throw away my money, I want my wife and my children to be suffering. So when I became governor, I put my money in a trust for them. And the trust wasn't bearing anybody's name. You go there, you see it, my name, my wife, and my 2 children. And it's still there. And I said, go there, if you see any cover, while I was governor, that went into that trust, confiscate it. But you cannot tell me to throw away what I have and leave my children on the street. No way. You cannot. I was a very comfortable man. I was chairman of the bank before I became governor. I was the only person serving in 3 banks as a director before I became governor. And I was serving there based on my investment. I have never claimed to be a poor man. What I said is that I don't want people to continue to do what they're doing here. By stealing public money, I will fight corruption. And to prove that I will fight corruption, I've been governor of Anambra State for 8 years. Go to Anambra State and let them show you where their money is. And I've been saying this for 8 years. And nobody has said to me, Peter, this is this. The day I left office, and I hope everything is being here, I was not owing gratuity to anybody. I was not owing pension. I was not owing salary. I was not owing any contractor that fulfilled his obligation. I was not doing that. And I left in 3 banks. The banks are in Nigeria here. I left in Access Bank of Nigeria with Ejike.